Hi everyone, my name is Katie or Mrs. Anderson, and my daughter Molly attends Olivet Elementary, and she's in first grade in Miss Belfill's classroom. And I saw Mr. Potter reading some books online, and so I thought it would be nice to read a book for you guys too. I'm coming to you from my art studio where I've been very lucky to be able to spend most of my time in here if I'm not homeschooling the kiddos. And it's a perfect setting because the book I am going to read is called Art Dog, and it's by Thatcher Hurd. Arthur Dog was a guard at the Dogopolis Museum of Art. He liked his job. There he is. He was a security guard or security dog. He liked guarding the paintings by Vincent van Gogh and Pablo Poodle. But Leonardo da Vinci was Arthur's favorite painter. Or was it Henri Matisse? Arthur couldn't decide. There's a lot of cool paintings in that museum. At night, Arthur came home to his little apartment on West 17th Street, made himself dinner, and read until it was time for bed. Arthur led a quiet life. He seldom went out, except on nights when the moon was full, which is tomorrow night. That's when our full moon is. On those nights, Arthur's eyes grew bright and his fur seemed to glisten. He would take out a box he kept in his closet. There's Arthur getting into his closet. Put on a hat and a mask and tiptoe down the back stairs into the streets of Dogopolis. He crept down an alley, and when he was sure no one was around, he unlocked the box and took out... What do you think he's got in his box there? Paints and brushes. He painted a slash of lightning, a splash of sunshine, and dozens of glowing lights in the night. There he is painting. He painted monsters 10 feet tall, fish with tails the size of houses, frogs ready to hop over skyscrapers. Those look really big. When he was finished, he crept home, a dog alone, wondering if anyone ever noticed his paintings. No one saw him paint or sign his paintings with a splat of his tail and the name Art Dog. No one knew who Art Dog really was. Until one night at the museum, crash! A window was broken. A door was busted. Bring! The alarm went off, and footsteps clattered down the alley behind the museum. Uh-oh, it looks like someone broke into it. The police screeched to the scene of the crime. The director of the museum was not far behind. "Yikes! The Mona Woofa gone!" cried the museum director. "Look what they left instead of a Leonardo da Vinci." "Is this art? Looks like a Mona Lulu to me," said the chief of police. "The paint's still wet," said the museum director. That's a silly picture, huh? "Find me the culprit," barked the chief of police. They nabbed the first dog they found in the alley. His eyes had a certain glow to them, and his fur seemed to glisten in the moonlight. He also had a paintbrush in his paw. "Book him," said the chief of police. They threw him in jail, but oh no, they got Art Dog. He was still painting. I wonder what's going to happen. When no one was looking, he pulled out a brush and a tube of paint and painted a ladder. He climbed up the ladder, and where there were bars, he painted a window and jumped out. That's some magical painting. Back onto the streets of Dogopolis. Then he put his nose in the air. What was he sniffing? Suddenly, he took out his brush and his paints. Zip, splash, swoosh! He painted himself a brushmobile with his name on the side. Art Dog. He whizzed over to the Acme paint factory to fill up his tank. Then off he roared into the night, over highways and bridges, through the park and past the ballet, leaving a trail of paint behind him as he went. That's really pretty, huh? He slammed on the brakes in front of a deserted warehouse. He sniffed. He tiptoed and he looked inside. 3 nasty-looking mutts were getting ready to ship something to a distant port. He took a closer look. It was the Mona. Yikes! He found it. The mutts turned around. "Hey, what you doing here?" said the biggest mutt. "Gosh, I must have made a wrong turn," said Art Dog. "You could say that again," said the mutts. It looked like big trouble for Art Dog. There was only one thing left to do. Uh-oh. Paint! En garde! Touché! It was a very colorful fight. What a masterpiece! "Wow," said the chief of police as he arrived with the museum director. "How did you know where the Mona was?" Art Dog wiggled his nose. I can't wiggle my nose. "I can smell art a mile away." The director of the museum said, "I don't know how to thank you, Mr. Art Dog," said Art Dog, pointing to his brushmobile. "Art Dog, I like the way you paint. How about a show at the museum?" "Sure thing," said Art Dog as he sped away in his brushmobile. really colorful art. I like that. Soon it was the night for Art Dog's show at Dogopolis Museum of Art. Everyone stood around and sipped root beer as they waited to meet Art Dog and see his paintings. But where was he? Where were his paintings? And for that matter, wondered the museum director, where's Arthur? He should be on the job tonight. Suddenly, there was a sound. Everyone rushed outside, just in time to see all the patrons in the art museum there. Art Dog, high in the sky, finishing his masterpiece, City Rhapsody. Everyone was amazed and speechless. Then suddenly, he was gone. Who was Art Dog? Who was this painter in a brushmobile, catcher of crooks, bringer of light to the Dogopolis night? Look how gorgeous that is. Does it look like a familiar painting that you might know? No one knew. The end. Again, that book was called Art Dog by Thatcher Hurd. I miss everyone, and I can't wait to see you all when we are able to. Enjoy this time with your family, and stay in touch with your friends. There's always FaceTime or Facebook Messenger. It's important to have your people there for you. So I miss you all, and we'll see you soon. Bye.